The man only wanted to loosen the soil in his backyard, but he accidentally found a coffin buried under the ground. He instantly felt bad luck. This was the big house he had bought with all his savings. Upset, he decided to open it. The next second he froze. Inside the coffin there was not only a dead body but also a mountain of cash. He could not believe his eyes. He held back his fear and lifted the lid. He carefully took out one bundle of cash. After he checked that it was real money, he put it in his pocket without a word. To keep others from knowing, he quickly covered the hole with soil again. Looking at the cash in his hand, he could not stop smiling. He thought of his coming success and felt too excited to sleep all night. Early the next morning, he could not hold back anymore. He waved his shovel and dug again. He emptied all the cash from the coffin. After a rough count, it was more than $3 million. He secretly rejoiced that he had become a millionaire. He hid the cash in the storage room and took some out for living expenses. But he did not know that his nightmare had just begun. That night, while he was asleep, strange sounds woke him up. He grabbed a baseball bat and went downstairs, but he saw no one. He thought he had heard things and poured himself some tea to calm down. Then sounds came from outside again. When he went out, a cat suddenly meowed. He was so shocked that his cup fell to the ground. Annoyed, he went to the storage room to check the cash. It was still there. He was about to turn off the light and go back to bed. The next second he was scared out of his mind. He ran to the backyard and pried open the coffin. The body lay still inside. He gathered his courage and pulled at it but found nothing unusual. The next morning when he woke up, his hands were covered in soil. Even his feet were full of mud. He was stunned. Without thinking, he drove to work. Because of the whole night of torment, he was in bad shape. When he finally came home after work, he was horrified to find new footprints on the floor. He quickly took off his shoes to compare. They were not his footprints. He rushed to the storage room. Luckily, the cash was still there. He cleaned up the footprints. He was just about to turn off the light and sleep when the next second he was scared by clothes hanging on the wall. Before he could calm down, sounds came from outside. He looked through the blinds and saw a figure standing outside. Thinking it might be a thief, he took a small knife from the drawer and moved quietly to find the person. But after searching everywhere, he found no one. Since taking the money, he had never slept well. He put all the cash back and nailed the coffin shut with steel nails. But only one day later, his hands started to itch again. Even at work, he could not focus. All he could think about was that pile of cash.